Okay, Pisces. There's a King of Cups here. So this could either be you. Either you are this romantic partner, okay, that needs to apologize to somebody or feels guilty about something, okay? Or there's someone that you were romantically involved with that you feel like needs to apologize for you, or to you rather. But let's go ahead and look a little deeper here. All right, so what I'm gathering here is something in terms of love did not work out. Either you ran from love or a love interest here, and now you feel very guilty, or you feel a loss, or there was a loss of a romantic partner here, because I do see that the Hierophant is in reverse. But let's go ahead and dig a little deeper here. Very interesting. We have the Hierophant again in the upright. Yeah, so I feel like you walked away, or someone walked away. Someone that you were looking to be in commitment with, or someone that you were looking to be committed to. Either you or this person has decided to go away from this relationship. And now someone feels left here in grief, disappointment, and possibly wanting to apologize or looking to receive an apology. Let's see here. 5 of Cups, please. Yeah. So right now you could be focusing on this loss of this union with someone. Okay. Some of you might feel like you're very ambitious about apologizing. Some of you are obsessing over this loss. There's definitely a loss of commitment here. This could be a divorce. Someone may have gotten a divorce, or someone here may have ended a very long-term commitment here to someone. Maybe someone here is looking to leave. Maybe you're wanting to leave a situation and you're feeling guilty about it. Maybe you don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Yeah, I'm getting that too. Someone here might feel guilty about leaving, although they want to leave. The outside influence here is the Tower. So there is something, this foundation has come down. So either this other person has said or did something rather shocking. If this was the person that left, it was a shock to you. You couldn't believe that they wanted to end this, or that they were doing something that would cause an end. But this person's actions were very shocking. Or they feel very shocked by what you have done or what you've said, or just the act of you leaving. I feel like all of my readings, my general readings, have been mainly about love. There has been some other things that have popped up along the way, but I just feel like everyone that I've done so far has been about love in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Yeah, what needs to happen here is that somebody needs to, someone either needs to give generously to someone or to themselves. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and further clarify. Yeah, with the High Priestess here, just clarifying the Hierophant in reverse. Someone here knows that it's time to walk away, and it's time to do something new. Okay. I also feel like someone here knows that there's something hidden here. It knows that there is something, there needs to be, and I feel like this is where we're going back to this decision. I feel like there is a need for this to come to an end for some reason. I feel like for some of you, it's like, I feel like it's a long-term commitment. Now, I'm also getting that this could be someone that you are connected to, that you really love. So this could be, even for some of you, this could be like a friend or family member, and it's like needing to cut this off. Needing to, and not even cut them off in particular, but just needing to go your own way. Okay, just needing to go your own way. Yeah, and this is what it's all about, is just needing to go your own way. I just wanted to see something else. Now let's look at this tower. Why is this tower here? Okay, number one, work. Okay, someone has put in a lot of work here. Someone is wanting to do something. I feel like someone is wanting some type of action that hasn't been present. Now, we also see there could have been a lot of drama, a lot of conflict here. Someone here feels betrayed in some type of way, and there needs to be some mental clarity. So this tower moment definitely needed to happen, because someone feels like they've put in a lot of work or needs to put in more self-work. And, there also needs to be some movement. There needs to be some action. But the only action that I see that has been going on here has been pretty much conflict and someone feeling betrayed in some type of way. All right. And so the skies need to clear. And sometimes that foundation just needs to come all the way down in order for things to clear out for you and this individual. I feel like it's almost like the two of you together can't do what you need to do on an individual basis. This is what I'm seeing here. I feel like there's two different directions here of movement. Let's see, the King of Pentacles here. Knight of Cups. So somebody here wasn't offering something here, and somebody needed some victory. Somebody needs some self-victory here. And this is why there's opportunities out here that somebody is being held back from, because they are in this union with someone. There's something that is holding someone back. And this is why this sense of freedom, this sense of going a separate way is prominent here. This is why there is no commitment anymore, because there's an individual journey that needs to go on here. Yeah, you see this again? We just saw this here. Conflict. All right, this is conflict. Someone here is dealing with inner conflict, which is also causing outer conflict between you and another person. I think you and another person are just starting to veer off and go your separate ways. And so you have different views, you have different standards, different things that the two of you want to do. There's some opportunities that the two of you haven't been able to explore, because you've been trying to do whatever this is, but it just hasn't worked. It just hasn't meshed. I don't get the feeling that this has been something that has really worked ever. It's kind of been like a coexisting, but it never really worked, right? It never really worked. All right, so either way, no matter what, there's going to be some conflict here. Let's see, Five of Wands. Yep, so, whatever you're deciding to do, whatever you're planning on doing, and you're waiting to figure this out, there's going to be inner conflict that you now have, because I do feel like there is going to be a sense of loss. There is going to be a sense of guilt. So there's going to be inner conflict that you have, because now you're going to need to be making this decision. Where do I go from here? What do I really want? And you're really going to be in this position of waiting to see what your next move is. And so you're having a lot of inner conflict, because you're stuck. You're not able to make this decision. I think for a lot of you, you might not even know what it is that you want, because you've been trying to make this work. Even though it never really fully worked, you kind of just went with it. It is what it is. I feel like this needed to happen. It's almost like it's been a passive aggressive movement with this person that you love and care about. All right, let's talk about it. We already saw with this card, they're letting you know that you have several opportunities that are coming your way if they're not there already. Remember, it said don't always try to choose the very first thing that is like the object of your desire. And I think that you've already kind of done this. I think that when you and this person decided to live together, be together, whatever it is, this, for some of you, most of you in the collective, this is romantic. Some of you, this is a friend or a family member, someone that you're connected really on a very deep level, right? You looked at this as, oh, this is perfect. This could work out, you know? And you know what they say, all that glitters isn't gold. There was a whole nother side to this person that you didn't even know, or didn't know would even come out or be an issue. All right. Also, for some of you that are making this new decision to go into another direction, that's fine, because I feel like you need to, but don't jump to the next situation that just seems perfect. For instance, if you're going to leave this situation and there is another opportunity, and regardless if this is a person or a situation to get out of this situation, don't just necessarily do the same thing that you did to this and be like, okay, well, I'm just going to go with this one because this seems like the best case. This seems like the easiest. This is the best looking, whatever. Okay. Again, be very careful of that, because we also have the Fates card here. All right. And the Fates, we're going to go ahead and read it. Talks about certain things needing to happen. I just got done saying that I feel like this needed to happen. I feel like this is like a release of a holdback. It's time to really embrace this new beginning. Let's look at what this is actually saying. I love when this card comes out. It's such a powerful message here. Let's see, 17. Okay, it says the Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life we will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is what we're talking about, the lessons. There is no wrong door per se. Okay, so some of you are like focusing on the loss and why this didn't work out and feeling guilty and all those emotions you're going through. And it's like, you know what? This was a lesson. This needed to happen the way that it happened. Release yourself from why did this happen? Whatever the reason is, you might not know it right now. It needed to happen. It either made you stronger, more aware, more attentive, whatever. Okay, just know that moving forward, all that glitters is not gold. So in making a choice, don't get so paralyzed like, oh my God, I made the wrong choice this time and I don't want to make the wrong choice the next time. This life is full of lessons. Go through the freaking door. If I were you, and I'm not, but if I were you, after this event, I would go through the shaky door or the less desirable door and be like, you know what? I'm not going to look at this as a less than situation. What is behind this door that I could possibly learn that I might be judging this from the outside? This could be a perfect opportunity, but because it's being, I feel like I'm being forced that I have to make, a new decision or have to go through a new door. There could be something very valuable behind that door. If you think about antiques, You know, a lot of people, they're looking at the new jewelry, the new this or the new that. There's a lot of value in antiques. And I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Maybe you're someone that is in antiques and, you know, has a mindset that values antiques. But there is a lot of value in older things, older items. They are so wise. They have much more value to them. So if I were you, I would literally say, you know what? Let's just get all of the shit out of the way that is murky, or all the lessons I need to learn out of the way now, the sooner the better, so that it will be easier to embrace this new opportunity that is coming for me. So again, use your own discernment, but be very, very mindful of going after the next shiny thing and letting that be the first opportunity that comes to you to say, yeah, that's the right one. You know, you have other opportunities. There's other ways. There's other keys to grab at, Pisces.